I've been in a little mini-series dealing with leadership styles. And the first week, we talked a little bit about the different types of personality styles, the high D, the high S, the high C on the DISC profile. Last time, we talked about how to lead those styles. You don't lead everyone the same way. You lead people in a way that's effective for them rather than forcing them to fit into your style and causing them to adjust. Today, I want to talk about some potential conflicts. Let's say, for example, you're a high D. High Ds are task-driven, very, just get it done kind of people, bottom line kind of people. But let's say you're leading a high I. High Is want to connect with you. If you just come in and say, hey, I need you to do this and this and this, I need it done by here, they're going to view you as kind of cold, and they're going to feel like, you know what, I don't really matter to you. All that matters to you is that I get things done. That's going to demotivate them. And you have some potential conflict there. So a high D has to adjust when you're leading a high I and say, you know what, this person really needs a lot of affirmation, a lot of encouragement. Remember, their major fear is social rejection. So you might even start with, hey, I really appreciate the job that you're doing. You're so valuable to the company and you do such a great job in this area. It'll cause them to relax and to actually open up to you. And then you can shift to what you need to get them to do for you as the leader. But once again, you've got to think about the people that you're leading. And if you don't, you're going to create unnecessary conflict and actually demotivate the people that are following you. Let's say, for example, you're leading you're a high D and you're leading Cs, a high C. Once again, high Cs are very quality control. So they want to know when you're looking at things, have you looked at all the options? Have you really analyzed this? Have you really evaluated this? Is this a quick, hasty decision, or have you thought through this? And as a D, you tend to make decisions quickly. You're very task-oriented, and sometimes it comes across abrupt to the Cs, and they kind of push back. They can be a little critical. They're going to ask the hard questions. They're going to be a little judgmental of your leadership. Don't feel offended by that. It's just their way of making sure that you've thought through things, their way of actually bringing value to the table. So you can see how there could be potential conflict there, and you have to remind yourself that they're not really against you or against what you want to do. Instead, they actually want to enhance or develop what you're doing so it gets done with better quality. So just think about that as you're leading high Cs. Maybe you're a high D and you're leading an S. Once again, you make quick decisions. You're quick to change things. High S's are very concerned that things don't change quickly. They like stability. They need time to process if you're going to make change. So you want to give them a long ramp. They also are people that have a lot of value to the organization, but typically they're not going to contribute that value or share that value unless you ask them. You have to ask for their opinion. And quite often they're kind of living within themselves, within their little world, and they're good at what they do, but they're not necessarily expressive in what they do. Well, you've got to ask them to get out of them what you want. When you lead an S, you want to assure them that there's stability here, that everything's going to be fine. If we do need to make some changes, we're going to give you time to make those changes. We're not just going to dump on you. Instead, we're really going to help you as you make the adjustments. Just that affirmation that you know who they are, you know how they roll, and you're adjusting your leadership style to fit them will make all the difference in the world. Now, I think you can see, and I won't go through all of these, you can see how all of this is important as you're a leader. You don't want to just lead with one style. One style will be effective for certain people. You really want to learn to lead in multiple styles. If you do that, you'll be a much better leader.